Hello, space fans. Today's video, I'm going to be taking you over the GEO Threats Dashboard. Now, I showed you the GEO Neighborhood Dashboard, and that's great for doing an analysis on two satellites when you know there's something interesting about that satellite. I want to know who's close to it, for example. But what happens if you don't know what satellites are interesting? Wouldn't it be nice if there was a dashboard out there that would just tell us, hey, there's something going on here, you should check it out? So that's what the Geo Threats dashboard gets us. So once again, I'm in UI.spacecockpit. Go to the Geo Threats tab, and here it allows you to define a red team and a blue team. So here in the red team, we've got China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran. Blue team, you can select what other countries you want to be on the blue team. Here I've just selected US and Australia. Then you can specify just the payloads or point of closest approach, delta inclination, and delta eccentricity. So this allows you to get a more plane matched fit between the two objects. And here you see I've filtered down by high rate revisit list items only. That's a list of like 300 important objects that we like to keep a close eye on. So it'll only consider those. If you toggle this to no, you'll see we'll get a bunch of other threads as well. So I'll turn this on. So we're just looking at HRR items. And here you can see we got ChinaSat 12 versus USA 176. We got Gaofen 13 versus USA 324. So if you select one of these and then you expand it out, you'll see there's a bunch of details about the close approach. So the time of closest approach is in 17 hours. They come within 27 kilometers of each other. It gives you the delta eccentricity, the delta in inclination, and the delta in rand between the two objects, and then provides links to an LSEC comparison and space cockpit. So when you load up these links, let's take a look at the LComp first. You can see here the USA object has been drifting down, and now they are within the same longitude band of one another. So that's why it appeared on this threat list here. So those threats are actually being calculated by a microservice that Sabre developed called Sentinel. It's continuously monitoring the catalog whenever we receive new data. We check if that new satellite orbit now puts it in a close proximity to other satellites, and if it does, it stores it. And then that's what this dashboard is bringing in and visualizing. In the space cockpit link, you can see it propagates, adds those two satellites to the scene, and then propagates us to the time of closest approach and turns on the relative orbit feature for us here automatically. So you can see if I mouse over there, they're about 28 kilometers separation distance at the moment. So this is also another nice little feature here where you can build URL links in Space Cockpit, and it will automatically add whatever spacecraft you want to the scene. Here it says, hey, I want you to add 55912 and 51280 to the scene. I want you to focus on satellite 55912. That's what the FS parameter gives us. I want you to turn on the relative orbit feature between these two objects, and then I want you to propagate to this time. So this allows third-party applications like this Geo Threats dashboard to build these URL links that you can then just click on and share a particular scenario. So I'll put the link to this one in the description below, so you guys can check it out. But the Geo Threats tool's nice because it, in one place, just gives us a nice summary of what things should I analyze today. As an analyst, I can come into work, I can see there's a bunch of threats up on the dashboard. I'll go in and review each of those in turn and make sure that nothing new has developed in that particular scenario. And I'll show you how we can do some of that analysis in later videos. There's a similar dashboard for LEO objects too, and I'll also cover that in a later video. But yeah, this is the Geo Threats dashboard. Hopefully you find this useful for protecting our assets at Geo. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting.